What's up everyone, it's Adam from Lifeguard, and today I have a brand new lifeguarding video for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm making a bunch of content about how to pass the lifeguarding course, how to be a successful lifeguard, basically everything you guys need to know about lifeguarding. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel. Now today I'm going to be answering all of those questions that you guys commented on my last video. So basically my last upload was just asking you guys if you have any questions or if you need advice for this upcoming summer or your current lifeguarding job or just lifeguarding in general. So today I'm going to be answering all of those questions. Now typically I like to take my time on each question to give a really thorough answer. Since there's 32 comments, I'm going to have to go a little bit faster, but I'll still get all of them and I'll make sure it's very detailed. So I'm using my phone. First question that I see on this is from Rachel. She says, I have to pick between a summer camp job or a country club for my first lifeguarding gig. What do you think I should do? It depends. Obviously, I'm not going to look at which one pays more. Let's say they both are getting paid the same and they're both just as convenient, like which one's better. I would personally pick a country club because it's a little bit more laid back. It's not so much of like a babysitter type job. Country club's more like a chill vibe. It's not as many swimmers most likely, and there's gonna be kids there, but you don't have to like babysit them all day, kind of like at a summer camp. And also country clubs, most likely you're not gonna teach swim lessons. Maybe you do, but if you're at a summer camp, you're most likely gonna guard and teach swim lessons. If you're into that, that's what I did. It's a great time, but for a more laid back job, considering you're getting paid the same and it's just as convenient to get there, I would probably go with a country club. Next question, I need advice. I'm about to start guarding at a new pool, okay, that pays higher than my current location, but they're making me do the course again because I'm certified through Starguard and they are Ellis. Should I bring a copy of my certifications? See, that's a little bit of a weird territory because I just went through the Red Cross, so I haven't taken the course through Ellis or through Starguard. I just got certified through the Red Cross. So if you're asking, should I bring a copy of my certifications? Yes. Would I take this lifeguarding job? Probably not, because I did all the work already. I'm already a lifeguard. I don't know a lot of people that were trained through Ellis, so if I were you, if you really want this job, do it because you've already done it before and it's most likely not gonna be that difficult. But if you can just find another job, that might be the best route. So you're gonna have to weigh your options, but answering the question, yes, you should always bring more information with you, like your certification. If they ask for it, you have it. And if they don't ask for it, that's fine, you have it anyway. So it's like a win-win. It's better to have it than to not have it. Next question, is it too late to get certified right now? Like, will there be enough paying jobs come mid-June? To answer this question, yes. Honestly, my favorite time to lifeguard throughout the entire year is late July and like throughout August. It's like the most beautiful weather. Everyone starts to slow down because people are starting to go back to school. It's like the perfect time to lifeguard. There's plenty of time. I would definitely get certified. Try to find a class that's near you, that's maybe like a couple times a week or maybe even once a week. If there's classes near you, you can definitely get certified by mid-June. That's not unrealistic whatsoever. So it's not too late. Definitely go for it. Now this is a really good question. It's more about the lifeguarding course. How difficult are head, neck, and spinal injuries to deal with compared to other content in the course? I'm taking the lifeguard class now and I'm a little nervous about it. Thanks in advance. Okay, so the reason why head, neck, and spinal injuries are a little bit more tricky is because let's say you're in deep water, you don't use the tube. You have to like go down without a rescue tube and you gotta stabilize the head and kind of like push the arms against their head. So it's not like if it's not a head, neck injury where you just loop your arm around them and use the tube to pull yourself up. It's a little bit more tricky and it requires more teamwork. Typically, another lifeguard would have to get the backboard and another lifeguard would have to slide in with the tube and kind of tuck it underneath you to help you float. But they'll go through it. I would not be nervous about it whatsoever because they go so in depth. By the time you're done with that class period where they work on it, you'll have it down. So not be scared of it. It's actually a pretty good time. It was one of my favorite rescues to do. Be patient and communicate if you're doing it with other people. And if you're doing it alone, just for like kind of like a mock thing, just always stabilize the head and just keep kicking and keep moving your feet so you lift out of the water, kind of at an angle, but they will talk about it. Don't worry about it. Next question, they taught us different ways to scan the pool. In your opinion, what's the best eye path? Personal preference. For me personally, I kind of do more like a box and I kind of work my way in. I do check the volume of the pool and once in a while I get up from my lifeguard chair if it's at a weird angle and I look underneath me to see if there's anything in the corners. I like to scan the bottom occasionally and obviously just keep track of people swimming around. Don't get into the mistake of counting and then just not worrying about the pool and then just counting again. Some young lifeguards just count the number of people in the pool and just relax. But in reality, you want to scan underneath the water as well because sometimes kids like to swim along the bottom or play breath holding games, which I'm pretty sure a lot of pools ban breath holding games just because it's kind of dicey and you don't want to encourage people to stay underwater for a long period of time. But just scan below the surface as well and just kind of find your own thing. For me, it's like more like a box in my little zone that they assign me. Other people like to do like a circle, or other people like to start in the middle and work their way out. It's personal preference. This one's an interesting question from Aaron. How do you deal with drunk people at the beach? I've never worked at a beach and I've never had to deal with drunk people, but if I would recommend something, is to project your voice and be patient with them, because a lot of people when they're drunk, they just like daze off and just think about other things and start laughing and not focus. Just try to get their attention and hold their attention and just be patient with them. And if you need to, you can like call like a supervisor, like someone ahead of you to help de-escalate the situation. If they're drunk, like that's fine, but if they're to the point where like they're disturbing the environment or they're doing something stupid, then you kind of need to go in and kind of like minimize the problem. So another question is, how do you not be nervous on the first day of the job? You're gonna be nervous naturally because you're doing something new and it's your first day lifeguarding. Like I remember vividly me sitting on the chair and scanning and being kind of nervous, like, oh, I hope something doesn't happen. Lifeguarding is one of those things is once you start doing it, the more you do it, just like you won't feel the nerves anymore and you'll be fine, you'll be in your element. So really being nervous is natural. Just try to take some deep breaths and just say to yourself, you can do this, and just maintain some confidence and you will be fine. It's okay to be nervous, and I guarantee you after some shifts, you'll be 100% fine. What type of polarized sunglasses do you recommend? So for me, I actually don't wear polarized sunglasses. I wear like normal, like circular, like Ray-Bans that look cool. You don't need polarized sunglasses. Maybe if you work at like a beach when the sun's crazy, you might have to, but for me, just like any pair of sunglasses work as long as you have them and they're like decent quality, where they're not like cheap and like plastic and have those like really cheap lenses that pop out. You want to have a real pair of sunglasses that are nice, and it's honestly personal preference. Where was your favorite place to work? So my favorite place to work was during high school. All my friends one summer were like, you know what, let's all work at the same camp. So I had friends who were counselors and lifeguards with me. And basically what we would do is like we would teach swim lessons in the morning, all of us. Sometimes we would teach classes together with a bunch of kids. So that was obviously a lot of fun. We had some great laughs, and we also guarded in the afternoon. So we had a really good bonding group where we're all like together a lot, basically for a whole summer. So we all like hung out after too with all like the counselors. So we had a really good like community, and that was just a really fun time for me because I was young, and it was just a really fun time just being with all my buddies. What is the best workout for a lifeguard? This is a great question. I kind of want to save this for one of my future videos because I'm going to be starting to make more like lifestyle, maybe like fitness videos to help you guys. But basically I have a video about how to get a summertime body. It's an old video on my channel, but it's a good one. I'll link it down below in the description. Basically, you can go to a gym or you can just do body weight stuff at home and just get a little routine going. You can do different splits, like one day you can train legs, the next day you can train upper body. You don't really need to be in crazy bodybuilder shape to be a lifeguard. I'll make future videos about this, but just combine eating healthy with like customizing your own workout split. And if you don't have access to a gym, you can do a ton of body weight stuff. So don't act like if you're at home, you can't do anything about it to like improve your body. And for girls, honestly, same thing. If you combine eating healthy with maybe you want to train legs more, or maybe you want to do cardio. Cardio is really good for your heart, but if you want to look ripped and like lose fat, cardio just basically lowers calorie levels to help you in a deficit. Running doesn't burn fat. So you have to combine working out with eating healthy, and over time in a deficit, you'll lose fat. So I'll get into it. This is like kind of like my specialty. I love fitness and stuff. So if you combine lifeguarding with fitness, your experience is gonna be such a good time. So that's a good question. That was like kind of like a little teaser, but I'll get into it in the future. Do most pools hire 15-year-old lifeguards? If so, what are the differences they get from the 16-year-old? I'm not sure what that really means, but I'm just gonna answer. But yes, a lot of pools hire 15-year-olds because that's like the minimum age to become a lifeguard. The YMCA hired me when I was 15 and a half, like close to 16. So to get more higher up jobs, obviously is a little bit more tricky, but I guarantee you being 15, you can get an easy like entry level lifeguarding gig to help your experience. And then from there, you can get a really nice lifeguarding job. Will there always be only one lifeguard on duty in apartment pools? Depends on the pool size, depends on how many people live in this apartment. Typically, yes, because not a lot of people swim at the same time in an apartment pool, but maybe on some like really hot days where it's crowded, they might have like 1 or 2 lifeguards. So yeah, typically it's 1, but mainly it's 1 to 2 lifeguards in apartment pools. In hotels, obviously it's a little bit different, but like apartments, yeah, typically 1. I recently received my certification. All I need to do now is attend new lifeguard training academy. But what is that? What do you do? What is the test? You recently got certified and you have to train an academy. I'm guessing this is like in-service training, so it's kind of like a review. It's not like if you fail this review that you lose your certification, but it's basically just getting used to like the emergency action plans at your facility and just refreshing all of your knowledge about lifeguarding. I don't think it's like a whole other course. I think it's just more of like an in-service training. I might be wrong on that. Comment again if you get some more information, I'll help you out. And last question, can you take the poster down? I'm assuming they're talking about my Madison Beer poster that I got a while ago. She used to be my celebrity crush for a while, so no, my answer is no, I will not take it down. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video and found it helpful. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.